Okay, so yeah, so uh, today we are doing this LeetCode question. This is daily question for today. Let's create a 1 hour timer and how much time we takes we can track that. And before that, I want to show you some. I want to tell you something that I am not regularly doing DSA right now. Uh, after like it's since 8 or 9 months that from I am not regular in LeetCode or any DSA platform. So let's try this question and see how in how much time we solve this question. Okay. So currently like uh, I don't require DSA right now, but still I want to know how I can teach DSA to others. So this is a demo video to solve question, and let's see how much what how can I explain people this question. Okay, so this is a jump game 3 question name 1306. Okay, so in this question, we have given one array. Array is a sequence of numbers or any data type where in memory array located in a sequence memory blocks. And yeah, so we have given one array and one variable called start, and they are explaining that you are like initially at position start. Start can be anything within the index of this array from 0 to n minus 1, and you have to reach to index no, to at index whose value is 0. So in our case we have one index whose value is 0. It is at 0 1 2 3, so it is at 3 index. We have one here also. So we have to start your journey from this start variable and have to reach this any index whose value is 0. So by looking at this question, one more thing we have to notice. At every index, we can jump these values. So either I plus ARRI or I minus ARR means at every index, suppose we have at index 3. So we can jump to this is not index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have at index 4 whose value is 3. Then I can jump to 4 plus 3 and 4 minus 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. 4 minus 3 is 1. So I can directly goes to 1 and 7. These are the accessible or direct path from this index 4, 1 and 7. And one more thing, if I got a out of index value, then I just have to ignore this because they already said I can't go outside the array. Yeah. So based on the description or something, this question is more related to graph because every index or has some direct connections, and we have to start from something, some index, and we have to reach some target value, target index. And uh, the one way like that we have to traverse some graph, and there are two ways to traverse a graph, as you know, BFS and DFS. And because we have to reach at index 0 at minimal or like although we have to return true or false, whether we have to return or not, we are able to return or not. But because uh, we have to optimize it and return as soon as true, return true as soon as we got the index whose value is 0. So yeah, we are still recording. So my approach is to solve it with a BFS approach, where what I can do is uh, I put this start index in queue, and then goes to its adjacent, then goes to their adjacent until I got 0. Once I got 0 at any index value 0, then I have to return true. So let's start solving this question. It may be possible I forget the syntax of any C++ specific syntax because my current languages are Java, Go, or SQL. So yeah, so we have to, because uh, in we are traversing DFS, we have to keep a variable, keep a visited array who can keep track of whether we have visited that node or index or not. Its size is n, and initially all values are false because still we haven't visited anything yet. Okay, so at first I push this start. Let's first check the constraint. Start is a valid value always, so we don't have to check start. ARRI, yeah, this is also mm, we, there is nothing we have to bother about. Oh, this is also fine. Let's so uh, when we did yeah, if we just q dot size is 0 is very valid constraint, because either when q's either we got g true, or if q is empty then it's impossible. So here I can return false, because when q is empty and we didn't reach to 0, then either it's basically not possible based on this constraint, because if ARR is 0 then we already reached it. But yeah, for sake of this, like uh, edge case. Okay, so yeah, I can pop this with q dot. I think it's top, or oh, front, q dot front. I also have to remove. I think this is the remove, and yeah, this is something v1 equal to u. Here we are storing index for your information, uh, because you already always valid. We have to verify before pushing this, and because this is also index. Okay, so we have two values. First, we have to check every value is valid or not, because this is negative. We are reducing the value. We have to check lower part of only one condition, whether it's negative 0, greater than 0 or not. Okay, I am missing something. Yeah, that's correct. If this is correct, then if one more thing, ARR v1 equal to 0, I simply return to true. If not, yeah, this is something else. If ARRI, or I can say V1 is something index visited of AISIT visited of V1 equal to false. True or I can say. Then also I have to do nothing, or I can say false. When it's false, then it still need to be pushed into the array. So I can push this into our queue V1. Uh, this is index, right? Yeah. Okay. If same thing for this less than n, then it's valid. Then if ARR of V1 is equal to 0, then true. Else if it is not visited, it's V2, right? Yeah. If it is not visited, means it's false. Then I have to push this into. One thing I am forgetting, you probably noticed, I can do that here because we are processing a value. We have to mark this as a true. This is something that I am forgetting. I was forgetting. Okay. Till now, all thing good for me, I think, because every time we are processing one element, pushing its neighbor for this index, like I am dry running this thing. We have 5 means this index, and I'm pushing 3 and 2, the index where 3 and 2 are there. So I'm pushing these two values and processing it. It's marking it as a 2. And then second time when I was at 3, suppose I'm pushing lower index first, so 3 and 2. When I'm processing 3, I can not I'm not pushing 3, but I'm pushing the index where 3 is. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm pushing 4. So I'm 4 plus 3 and 4 minus 3. These two values we got next. So 4 plus 3 is out of index that filtered here, and 4 minus 3 is this. Uh, 4 minus 3 is 1, 1 is this. So yeah, we push this. And for this, plus 2 is out of index, minus 2 is already processed. Yeah, so we haven't pushed anything. When we are here, I have to push plus 2 or minus 2. Minus 2 is already out of index, plus 2 is 0, where we hit our condition, and yeah, boom. So I think it will work. We are already popping out this element, so it is not an infinity loop. Let's dry run our visible test cases. Fuck. Okay, this is you. My mistake. Yeah. Our visible test cases are already good. We got to go. Let's submit this. Oh, 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 it's fast. Okay, so this question we are able to solve this in. Oh, I'm really bad in math. It's on 13.39. Am I right? 13.39 minutes. Yeah. So I am. This is by the way daily question. So by the way, I'm try to solve this DS sheet again. As you can see, this is not. It is not barely solved. So, but trust on me, I solved this sheet while I'm preparing for my Google interviews, and currently I'm in Google, so you can believe me. Yeah. So I stop recording this video.